Well, hello there, everyone, and welcome to our live reaction to the Nintendo Direct for October 6th, 2022. But this time it is not for games, it is only for the Mario movie, of which we only have the key art so far. So, the big question, is it going to be all animated, or is it going to be some kind of live-action hybrid? I'm thinking based on the key art, it's going to all be CG, meaning they got all these big-name actors for no reason, and I'm also wondering if all these actors are going to be using, like, their regular voices, or if they're actually going to be hamming it up. You were also saying that there will be licensed music, right? I think we need to make a bet on what kind of 100%. Licensed music it'll be.
There's gonna be, like, a Mario remix rap, though. Like, I know that. Like, they're gonna have.
You think they would put a game remix in the trailer? I think they would save that for the movie.
100%. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I think people's voices. I think it'll be okay. Like I was talking to, I think, because the Minions, Gru, he's a funny, silly character.
Do you think
the Minions are funny, silly characters?
Do you think they're going to put every character that was revealed during the voice actor reveal in the trailer? Like, you think Donkey Kong will have talking lines in the trailer?
Probably. I think they're gonna like, and Donkey Kong, and this person,
Will Peach,
Bowser,
Girl Boss.
Yeah. Peach.
Or we'll see only Girl Boss in the movie.
I don't need you, Mario.
Remember, Cranky Kong is supposed to be in this.
Wow.
Aren't you glad you finished watching the Donkey Kong Country series with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Now you can fully appreciate the DK and Cranky Kong appearances in this, so you can directly compare them to their performances in the Donkey Kong Country series, but also you're already conditioned into them talking.
Yeah.
Antiques.
Hopefully it's still animated the same. Cranky and them, it's motion cap.
Yeah, only them.
Yeah. It just looks super weird.
We have photorealistic denim textures on Mario's pants.
Let's go.
I don't know if they're just going to start it with the trailer or if they're going to have someone introduce it.
I don't know. So every Illumination poster has like a character back facing to like the city. It's like every Illumination poster.
I need to go look at the other ones.
Yeah. I'm
sure the animation's going to be fine. That's not the questionable part.
Yeah. Look, he's happy.
Hello everyone.
Oh no.
I
don't know if he saw the toad with the clothes on.
Yeah.
Trailer for the Super Mario Brothers animated movie for the very first time. This Nintendo Direct is also being broadcast simultaneously at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's at a weird time. Hi, Comic Con. They can hear us right now.
Yeah.
That's why it's 3:05.
Yeah. People around the world are playing Mario games.
Almost 500,000 people are watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Combine it with the people on Twitch, it's probably 500,000.
The world of Super Mario Brothers will become an animated movie. We've been working on this movie together with Chris Meledandri from Illumination for a long time, from brainstorming and all the way through production. The time flew by as we were having fun figuring out how to depict the Super Mario characters.
Looks like he's having a good time.
As we were trying to figure out how to depict them, cuts to them violently arguing.
Great partner for the movie. Let's bring in
Miyamoto throwing stuff.
Thank you, Miyamoto-san. I am speaking on behalf of our directors, Michael.
He's in charge of Illumination. You think Gru is his self-insert?
Oh, 100%.
When I see him, I get the sense Gru is his self-insert. Yeah, but it's more of his devious side.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm so sick of people. I'm so sick of people thinking I'm a nice guy. I'm going to show them the villainous side of me. There's a minion. There's a minion. Look at the minions.
We're knee-deep into lighting and compositing. Composer Brian Tyler heads to the scoring stage in just 11
They're done animating in next week.
Yeah.
See, they're transparent. I think Illumination's a good company.
They just need to get a writer, please.
They need to make fun, children-friendly stuff. That's okay.
And it is thrilling to finally be here to show the very first look at footage with Mario fans at Nintendo Direct and at New York Comic Con.
They have Charles Martinet tied up with duct tape over his mouth in the corner.
Yeah. They're poking him with like sticks.
Now, I'll introduce two of the stars from this movie.
Are these ones we know about already?
I think so.
And made this into a really fun movie. Are you ready?
Am I?
Growing up, man, I
Why
spent
is he in
hours
like a
of my life
dream like
That's what I was about to say.
smeary
He's like stuck in-
room?
in the original Mario Brothers.
They trapped him in a dream
To me,
dimension.
Mario.
Laundromat. And of course,
That's my voice in the
Nintendo,
movie.
and
It's like,
I
what?
played that, I mean, maybe years of my life. It's
They just had him say every
to be able to speak to the
vocal syllable, and they're
those memories.
vocaloiding him into Mario's voice.
Yeah.
He's trapped in this dream dimension until the movie releases.
Become Mario. That dream, like all dreams, faces one critical challenge. As in the film, I must face off against an utterly ruthless scene stealer. Every great
He is like in a
hero
dream,
is
man.
diabolical enemy, and
Miyamoto trapped him there.
would not have been paired
That's
with
gonna be
the
his voice in the
perfect
movie.
King of the Koopas.
I think that was a little hint.
Yeah, it slipped out a little bit.
Yeah.
It slipped out, but maybe I'm wrong.
And hilarious, supremely talented Mr. Jack Black.
Thank you, Chris, but I can't let you have all the fun.
Are they even going to show the trailer?
Make this moment all about
Oh, yeah,
me.
they definitely will.
While you've been dreaming about playing
They're
Mario,
waiting for people to get
I've
in.
been
Yeah.
preparing.
Yeah, now it is over 500,000. What the heck?
Yeah.
Packed on. And this flowing mane doesn't just appear overnight. Do you have any idea how long it took me to learn how to breathe fire? I had to go learn it from Gene Simmons of Kiss. And all this hard work's been worth it, though. I am so proud to have been able to collaborate with you and Miyamoto-san, as well as the entire Nintendo and Illumination team on this cinematic experience. One that will make its mark on Mario fandom forever. Much love.
He said Miyamoto-san, which is why he isn't trapped in the dream dimension.
Yeah, yeah.
He was on his good side.
Let's
Yeah,
press the
alright,
start
let's
button.
see.
Press. He pressed us! Said, let's press the start button. He reaches out and presses it on your chest.
What to do?
Is that an airship?
I think it is, yeah.
What place is that, though? Oh, I think it's his floating castle.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This
yeah.
reminds me of the start of Mario Galaxy, since that
Yeah.
had a pretty cinematic start like that.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
They gender bent Kamek.
I don't know. His voice
I
sounds
always thought Kamek was a girl.
He
That
didn't.
might just be my headcanon.
weird. I think it was. Hey! That's a good voice!
Yeah, that's not bad.
Those are little penguins.
Oh yeah, what the heck? I did not think the penguins would be in the trailer. Penguins are going to get all
Drop
killed
them off
off
the cliff.
screen.
Yeah. Drop them off a cliff. Yeah.
Yep.
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
I do not.
Yeah, I like his voice. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think Bowser's well cast.
Yeah.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop
Uh,
Is this where... Yeah, I was about to say, is this where the remix starts?
yeah, you can hear it already.
Mario, your eye proportions are slightly different, and it's weirding me out.
Yeah.
They're like half a centimeter closer
It's
or
his regular
something,
voice.
and it's ruining me. Yeah, what the heck?
That mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Toad's voice is okay.
Oh, there's okay. There's a little bit of Italiano in there.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he's going to fluctuate it a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, oh man, I wish I could hear it.
They only showed a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I want to thank all of you for being part of
I'm going to go back and rewatch it.
And we're
I don't know if that was really a full-on trailer. That was kind of just like a
teaser.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Easel.
forward to it too. What do you think
An
about
easel.
Mario's adventure in the Mushroom Kingdom? Production of the movie is going well. Currently, like with any Nintendo game, we're working on the finishing touches. I hope you're looking forward to the next trailer. It'll be a great experience watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie in movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
You'll get to see the
Where
Mushroom Kingdom
people
on the
often
big
watch
screen.
movies.
Look closely, and you'll spot things in all sorts of places. This film can be enjoyed by people of all.
Hey, no licensed music. Video's not getting copyright claimed.
Cheer for
Let's
Mario.
go.
That's all for today.
Big win.
We'll see you next spring in movie theaters. Thank you.
Cool. It's not too bad. I think it looks pretty good.
I'm moving it back. I'm going to be I'm going to be pausing and resuming this a lot, so I don't know if you'll be able to be synced up exactly where I am. I'm thinking all the penguins are going to die. This is like the opening scene of the movie or something. They have to establish Bowser as a bad guy because penguins probably aren't going to be relevant in the story much after that.
No.
Yeah, this, I kind of want to look it up right now to remind myself. The opening scene kind of reminds me of the start of Mario Galaxy.
Yeah.
But in Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy,
it's
in Mario Galaxy it was airships. This floating castle design is from Paper Mario.
Yoshi's Island.
Is it from Yoshi's
I
Island
think
as well? It might be
think
that
Yoshi's
as
Island
well.
had it flying.
I'm pretty sure it's not only from Paper Mario. It's something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shows up
There's a-
every
there's
now
a
and then.
lot, yeah.
That's just the first one that comes to mind.
Yeah,
With the, because I remember in Paper Mario, the spike balls would just indefinitely swing and never slow down.
Yeah. Apparently, Superstar Saga. That one, Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
It's in there.
Yeah, it shows up in
Anywhere
several
near.
things.
Yeah.
Paper Mario was just the first one I could think of. But Mario Galaxy had a really cinematic opening, and that's why it was reminding me of that. Well, they're actually making Bowser
Evil.
a
man.
capable bad guy. I hate it when they get well-established cartoony villains and make them just a laughing stock.
Joke, yeah. Like, sure, it'd be funny, but like he did it. Like, I'm glad it did to show him destroying his city, right? I know
Yeah.
it's like a kid thing, but I mean that's good.
I
to
bet
establish he's not a good guy.
Miyamoto is seething over the Koopas wearing helmets.
Yeah.
For anyone that doesn't know, reports came out from Nintendo employees that had to work under Miyamoto's discretion for the newest Paper Mario, and they were all talking about and complaining about how he did not let them make any kind of alterations to existing Mario enemy and NPC designs at all. So, for example, they couldn't put a hat on a Koopa, they couldn't do anything like that, which is something that was seen in the original Paper Mario, because in the original Paper Mario, you had these partner characters that were well-established enemies from the Mario series, but with some kind of unique design. And for some reason, he just did not want that in the newest Paper Mario. But of course, Miyamoto isn't going to be the one in charge of the movie here, even though maybe to some extent people would still respect his wishes, but obviously they are putting helmets on Koopalings here.
Did they show the character designs beforehand? 'Cause I don't
No.
remember. I think this is the first time we've seen.
No,
them.
this is
Yeah,
the
I think
first
that was
time.
Really good.
What's funny is
Bowser
the
looks
Mario proportions are slightly different,
Yeah.
but Bowser looks 1-to-1.
Yeah. They illuminafied
Yeah.
Mario a little bit.
Illuminated
That's
him.
It reminded me, a little bit of the Lorax. I think the only Illumination movies I've actually seen was Lorax, but
We've seen
get
not Minions, we've seen Despicable Me.
really.
You don't remember? The Moon? Did I fever dream
I know
that?
everything in the movie, but I can't remember if I've seen it or it's just I know everything about it because of like memes or whatever. Yeah.
It sounds as if Kamek's supposed to be a guy here. Maybe I was just headcanoning this.
An old crone.
It could be. It could be. It's making me second guess myself if Kamek actually has been a girl this whole time, right? Because Kamek's a single character who is a Magic Koopa, right? Magic Koopas are like a type of enemy. Also, not all of these Koopas are the same.
Yeah.
They have different head proportions. You see that? They're not all copy and pasted.
Yeah.
They have literal spears meant for stabbing people.
What the?
Oh, look, some of these Koopas are red. I always love it in the Mario RPGs in which he actually has a bunch of his enemies like lined up like an actual army.
Yeah.
The silhouetting here, I'm wondering if they were inspired by the trailer for the Super Mario 3D World ports that came with that Bowser's Fury that additional gameplay part. I haven't played the port, so I don't know exactly what it entailed, but I think it was like an extra level or something. This is kind of reminding me of that as well. I'm wondering if they were a bit inspired. Does his tail not have spikes on it when he drops out? I think his tail normally has 2 spikes on it, right?
Let me see.
I have Bowser on my shirt, so I was checking, but his tail isn't visible.
Yeah, he has 2 spikes on it normally. Sometimes.
The camera's really close, so maybe... Oh yeah, there's a spike there. The camera's just really close. I see like one of the Koopas has an eye patch.
Yeah.
How is that one Koopa hiding his head in his shell? Where would his nose be? Just getting squashed. Well, I guess they have to be able to hide in their shell in general, so they have to be squishable to an extent. Yeah, Bowser's proportions look the exact same.
Yeah.
Bit of a scale texture, I guess, to the same extent at which... The same extent as Mario's denim texture. The only other time I can recall seeing a denim texture on Mario was for Smash Bros. Brawl.
Yeah, yeah.
You can see a little bit of like a feather texture on the penguins. I'm still so surprised the penguins were in the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would be showing up. Obviously doing some classic color. What's it even called? Like, movie makers love having warm colors on one side of the screen and cool colors on the other side of the screen, right? Is that called something?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Also, is it just me? It could just be the lighting, but it kind of looks as if Bowser's green kind of slowly transitions to the yellow. Instead of just having a green head and yellow body. Kind of looks as if it sort of turns green as it gets closer to the shell. Maybe they were trying to rationalize like why only his head would be green, and thinking it just suddenly changes at his neck would be a little weird.
Yeah, maybe his whole back is a certain color. Yeah, that makes sense though. It's like with lizards and everything.
You can see a little bit of feathers on the penguins.
I do not.
I see like the star shows up, so like maybe some N64 or Mario 64 reference or something.
Well,
like inspiration, I guess.
I mean, the stars.
The penguins are in it.
Yeah, so
Were they in any other game? Probably.
they kind of show up in other games, but Mario 64 is
Yeah.
what the penguins are known for. Yeah, the stars are obviously going to be some kind of MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
I was really worried about it switching to licensed music there. Some kind of remix with licensed music. It looks as if you can see some floating islands. Not floating islands, but like floating... I think those are supposed to be floating blocks, but they make them less perfectly cubed to make it feel a bit more, quote, real. Bit of squash and stretch on Mario there. His shoes have laces.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's so funny you can make such a tiny little subtle change to a character design and it looks so weird automatically.
Yeah.
I'll get over it. I think his eyes are closer together or something.
Yeah, yeah.
They must have done that because they wanted it to look maybe a bit more natural when you had someone, when you have him speaking actual sentences.
That's just the Illumination style, man.
It could be.
Like every character you have is like their eyes are...
I think his nose is a
close.
bit smaller too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like slightly more realistic proportions. Both his head hair and his mustache have individual hair strands that you can see. Which is funny because I don't have my blanket with me. I swapped it for the Gundam blanket. But the Mario Odyssey blanket I was going to show has the key art of Mario Odyssey in that his... It's either his head hair has photorealistic hair strands and his mustache is like plasticky, or it's the other way around.
Yeah.
But in the key art for Mario Odyssey, one of them is realistic looking hair and the other one isn't. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I think this is the first time. This is the first time both his mustache hair and his head hair have matched in having individual hair strands. He did come through a pipe, and he's acting as if this is the first time he's seen the place.
Yeah, I saw some people. I was checking Twitter to see what people were saying. Like, he's got isekai.
I think he did get isekai. I think he did.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did because I think he's just not.
Should we make it could be like Osmosis Jones in that just the very beginning of the movie is live action, and then it's all animated. Game?
I think it might have been Paper Mario, where like him and Luigi were like living in a house randomly, and they get a letter to go to the Mushroom Kingdom. I can't remember what game that was.
Yeah, but
let me put it on the Wii.
I think that was.
So, like, he made this
I think that was Super Paper Mario.
Illumination has never done going to the real world. Never.
Yet.
It's not live action Chris Pratt. People are going crazy.
Okay.
What if was in the Lorax? He didn't get isekai in the Lorax.
What if? Okay, hold on.
Like, what is this forest? I've never been here.
I propose a compromise. What if he did get isekai'd, but it's not live action when he's in New York or Brooklyn?
I'm telling you, I can guarantee. I'm probably he's just from a different spot. All these mushrooms are probably weird for him. That's what I'd imagine. I'm thinking of this movie. He and Luigi would live together, far away, minding their own freaking business. He's a reluctant hero. Finds his way to the Mushroom Kingdom by accident.
He's acting as if floating things are foreign to him. He's looking around like, whoa.
A pipe, though. Like, maybe he never went through a pipe. You know, he's a plumber. This is it.
You're a plumber and you don't go through pipes.
He's a plumber. He's working on a pipe and he goes through. He's working at like someone's house.
In Brooklyn.
No, not in Brooklyn. And he goes, and he shoots here, and there's a funny sequence of him sliding down the tube. And he shoots out, and he's like, what? And then there's the beautiful Princess Peach is here, and she's like, thank you for coming.
I think it's interesting Peach I think it's interesting Peach isn't in the trailer at all.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too. I like Luigi at the end there.
Did they ever say Pauline would be in it when they revealed the cast?
So.
Can you go check? Remember. Because if Pauline is in it, that would imply they go to some kind of city.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I can see him, like, working in, like, a city as a plumber.
So, I'm thinking if Pauline is in it, that increases the chances of him being isekai. Because I think the city would be at the very beginning. Maybe it's like that one episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show in which Bowser escapes the Mushroom Kingdom and goes into Brooklyn. Remember that episode? Or did you ever see that one? He literally, like, does a reverse isekai and tries to invade the real world. In which case, you could have Pauline show up again at the end if they, like, go to the city again at the end. I'm
looking at the cast here, and I don't see any Daisy.
What's the revealed roster so far?
Okay, so... Mario, Luigi, Toad. We heard that. Cranky Kong.
Yeah, Cranky Kong is the weirdest one.
Spike.
Okay.
Construction worker.
Well, Spike is an enemy. Spike is an enemy, so they must make him an actual character. Spike's the enemy that like spits out the spiky rod and throws them.
Princess Peach, Bowser, Donkey Kong, Kamek, Charles Martinet is here.
But that kind of implies there's going to be some kind of construction worker scene. Maybe they are kind of urbanizing a place. Yeah, I doubt they would be building a city in Mushroom Kingdom.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, in Mario Odyssey, was the city a different place?
New Donk City. Donk City was on the same planet in Mario Odyssey.
It was on the same planet, but it's not in Mushroom Kingdom. There's not mushrooms flying around.
Right.
You know, I could see him like being in the same world. You know, not like getting teleported, but like showing up in a place and not knowing what's going on.
Look at where the pipe. Look at when they do the shot above Mario. Look at where the pipe's coming from. It looks kind of like real world. Like city architecture, like old, like downtown. No, but look at it. There's like an archway.
I know. Yeah, no, I was about to mention that too.
So he kind of like. I think regardless, like whether or not he got isekai'd or not, I think he had come from a city.
Yeah. Yeah, like I can definitely see him like, how'd I get here? The pipes. Oh,
They could
Yeah,
pu-
it's
they
an
could
Southport
they
film.
could pull a Super Mario Brothers movie and say this is underground, like this is Hollow Earth or something.
That's really crazy.
I think they could do that, right? Say like Bowser's a subterranean, he wants to like take over the surface.
Yeah.
Because then he's able to go down underground with the pipe. I don't think that the whole take on the Super Mario Brothers movie was bad. I think that it being underground was unique in its own way. Because they wanted to do the whole dinosaur thing. I mean,
you see some of those. What are those fish called?
Cheeps.
Cheap. You see
Yeah, in
cheap
the
cheeps
river.
In the river.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? It's green and red there.
Yeah, let me catch up.
I just saw him shoot through the pipe and I went back to that. Alright, stopped on a freeze frame here.
I'm
Is
caught.
Yoshi in here?
They have not shown Yoshi.
I feel like he'll be in here. It's a little secret.
Maybe Yoshi isn't voiced. Maybe
Right.
that's why they didn't do the voice.
Yeah. They gotta keep something the secret, I think.
I see you can see Cheeps there. That's going to be so loaded though if you have like Yoshi and all these other characters. I bet
Yeah.
Yoshi's in it. He's just not a talking character. He's probably just like an animal they ride.
Yeah.
What is this place?
Mini mushroom. The blue mushrooms are mini mushrooms.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Toad said don't touch it.
Yeah. There's gonna be some funny gags. I'm eating a mushroom, getting bigger. I can guarantee that. He's, whoa, power up! He's gonna fly.
They're everywhere though. Do you think the mushrooms have any
Yeah.
significance?
At the ending of the movie, he's gonna get a super mushroom. He's gonna eat it, and he's gonna fight.
It'll be a kaiju battle with Bowser with
Yeah, it's gonna be a
licensed
huge
music
battle.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the city area.
Yeah.
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Are you
I'm looking at the establishing shot of the Mushroom Kingdom now. You can see the castle.
Yeah.
Key art was a little bit misleading. I think
No, I think he's just closer up to it in the key.
didn't
art.
the
It
hill
looks
didn't the
like
hill
he's
look
looking
more
up the hill.
round? Was the hill flat on the top like that in the
Let me
key
check.
art?
Let me look.
I like how the mushrooms have sort of like a satin texture on them.
Yeah.
I can kind of imagine how they feel. It's sort of a castle town with the castle on the top, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
kind of basing it on the Super Mario 64 castle, which is pretty much what all the castles are based on after 64. He's wearing a backpack kind of like Captain Toad. Treasure Tracker.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was thinking of that.
He doesn't have the headlamp, though, so I'm wondering if he literally is Captain Toad or if they're just kind of using that as inspiration.
Probably.
Are you looking at the key art?
Yeah. It's pretty similar. It's not.
337.
The hill looks the same. But like on the hill and the key art, there's like a bunch of pipes and stuff. But I guess it's there.
Maybe that's when they
Yeah,
start
it's all-
doing
it's all- I think
construction
it's the same.
stuff. It could just be a
think
key
it's all
art
the same.
poster and that you're not supposed to take it literally. It's just supposed to kind of be a representation of everything in the movie crunched into one image.
I'm telling you, I think it's the same. Pretty much the exact same, except for the floating islands behind it. Other than that, it's different. But other than that, it's all the same.
Oh,
Like
I'm
platforms
sorry.
and stuff.
That
I don't
one's
know.
perfectly
Weird.
fine. Come on, Mario!
But yeah, I'm sure they added some stuff. Like I see some like floating platforms that he has to jump on. It's like I don't think that's gonna be in the movie, but whatever.
Does it end with them going to the
Perfectly fine.
Mushroom Kingdom
It
there?
ends with yeah. And then the Luigi thing shows up.
You can faintly see the rainbow above the castle. I just noticed that.
Yeah. And then
Oh yeah,
in
then
5 seconds,
I
you see
forgot the Luigi part.
I think they're kind of keeping the Luigi's Mansion sort of aesthetic. It looks
Yeah,
like
the
they're
dry
keeping
bones. Yeah, I'm
that.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad how much Luigi's Mansion characterized Luigi despite it being one
Yeah.
spin-off game. Because before then he was just Green Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of dry bones.
He's trying to get to like a castle or something. It's just funny that he's in like a scary spot.
Yeah.
That's where he is all the time. Oh my god.
I wonder whose castle that is. That has to be a Bowser. I don't know if it's the Bowser's castle, but it looks like it's one of Bowser's castles, because if you look at the flag there, it looks like it's black with some kind of white symbol on it, and that would be Bowser's insignia there, like a flagpole you have to take down and replace with your own. Lava. Kind of reminds me, too, of the Simon Belmont reveal for Smash Bros. Because they had Luigi going through the castle.
Yeah.
Again, trying to put him in a scary situation. I think that's all we can analyze from the trailer.
Yeah. Not a lot. Teaser more than anything, I think.
Aside from just, like, zooming into every pixel and being like, is this a reference to the fact that it's based on a game?
Big old red circle around it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, as much as I love making fun of this movie, I actually do think it's looking good. I am going to miss everyone's made-up Mario movie trailer scripts and also the fake leaks. But I'm thinking people could still probably make up scenes, the script for a scene.
Yeah.
Because we were literally theorizing what the ending was going to be.
Fart jokes, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I think people are discounting Illumination. I think people are a little skeptical of Illumination. I don't think they should be.
I think it's only because the most recent movie was Minions. I think if their most recent
Pets and Sing.
I think if their most recent movie weren't Minions, I think people would be a little less skeptical.
Yeah. But honestly, listen, it's gonna be fun, entertaining It's gonna be entertaining family fun. I think that's what it's gonna be.
You know what I really want? I said this on stream before, but I don't remember if I've said this on YouTube. Actually, I might have, but it was in that Sonic 2 movie discussion that's like 2 hours long. I hope that the Sonic movie 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I hope that comes out around the same time. So that way you'll have a Mario movie and a Sonic movie being in theaters back to back, and it'll kind of be like a Mario versus Sonic thing again.
Yeah.
But also, because this movie is probably going to be PG, and since Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is going to have Shadow in it, and presumably Shadow's backstory, they should just go all in and make Sonic the Hedgehog 3 R-rated. Because then it'll be like the Mario versus Sonic thing. Sonic's the cool one. Haha. He's the non-family friendly one.
Yeah.
They could easily make it go R-rated with Shadow's backstory. Obviously, it probably won't, though, but I'm thinking maybe PG-13. Are the Sonic movies PG?
I think they're PG-13. Hold on.
If they're all PG, then I'm thinking maybe we can try to shoot for a PG-13 with Sonic the Hedgehog 3. That has to be pushing it, though, because
PG. Yeah,
PG. I think now that you mention it, I think I recall talking about this in that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 podcast review, because I was talking about how it must have been really pushing it with PG, considering they literally point guns at people.
Yeah.
They literally have guns pointed at people in Sonic 2. So if they just go a little further, if they just push it a little further with Shadow backstory stuff, it might be PG-13. Which I don't think would actually hurt the sales that much. Obviously, they always try to keep the rating as low as possible for sales. But if parents have already let their kids see Sonic 1 and 2, I don't think they're even going to look at the rating for 3. You know?
Yeah.
So then Mario will be the PG one, and then Sonic 3 will be the PG-13 one. I think that would be funny. That would be in an ideal world. I do want to see both, though, obviously. And is there anything else you want to say before I wrap up the video?
I don't know.
I'll probably be doing another live reaction / analysis every single time we get a new trailer for this.
Oh, yeah.
So with all that said, I will see you guys later. Let me know what you think in the comments, and bye for now.